You ever wake up and know deep in your bones today's going to be the day you either make history or get steamrolled flat? That's what it felt like when I stepped outside and saw that ugly little HOA sign zip-tied to my post. Not there yesterday. Big as sin this morning. Private access under HOA management. No unauthorized entry. Hell of a way to start your Wednesday, right? Coffee went cold in my hand and my heartbeat started hammering like a bad starter. I'd always figured 7 acres was enough to keep the world out, just me, a pile of Detroit steel, some rusted dreams, and enough space to breathe. That's what I thought. Turns out all it takes to ruin that peace is a sign of lie, and the kind of betrayal you never see coming, especially when it's got your best friend's fingerprints all over it. Yeah, that happened. It was one of those early spring mornings outside Tucson where the air's still got a bite, but the sun's already promising sweat by lunchtime. Silence thick as old leather. Until I see these 2 guys matching blue polos, clipboards, HOA logos acting like my property's some roadside attraction. One snapping pictures of my tools, the other scribbling on his sheet like he's hunting termites. I stomped right up. You want to explain why you're trespassing on private land? The one with the camera flinched. Clipboard guy didn't. He gives me this used car salesman smile, all smooth. We're from Hickory Hill Estates. HOA. New Zone Integration Protocol, Beautification Compliance. I cut him off. You must be lost. My land's not in your HOA. Never has been, never will be. He doubles down. Sir, our records say this parcel is part of the updated boundary. We have consent filed by the parcel owner, Mr. Wilson. My stomach dropped so hard it about cracked the driveway. Derek Wilson, I asked. That's right. He approved the easement, signed the integration. For a second, I just stared. Derek, my best man at my wedding. The guy who helped me drag this busted F-250 out here and turn it into a home, he did. What? You know that feeling when your ears start ringing and the world narrows in? That's what I had. I yanked out my phone, started recording. You boys get off my land. You're trespassing and I've got the deed, the title, the map, all of it. Their faces turned pale. They backpedaled, muttering about protocols, and finally slipped back toward the cul-de-sac they slithered in from. And just when I thought that was it, I saw the survey stakes, bright orange, fresh, hammered in like my soil was already theirs. 5 of them lined up right where my property touches Hickory Hill. I didn't sleep much that night. All I could think was Derek. He could have called, could have warned me, didn't. Next morning I tried him twice, straight to voicemail. So I did what any pissed-off mechanic would do. I jumped in my F-250 and headed straight into enemy territory, Hickory Hill Estates. Gate guy recognized me. Here to see Mr. Wilson, he asks. Not exactly, I muttered, and he buzzed me in. Derek's house was just like all the others, artificial grass, bland beige. A porch swing that's never been used. I hammered his doorbell so hard the dogs barked next door. He opened up half a smile bag of chips in hand. Clint wasn't expecting. What the hell did you sign, Derek? His grin evaporated. He steps outside, closes the door halfway. Let's not do this here, man. No, we are doing this here. You told them you had my consent. You filed a fake easement in my name. He looks around sweating bullets. It's not what you think. I whip out my phone, show him the photo of that so-called agreement. Want to explain why my name's on this? He rubs his neck. It's just for the road, Clint. They're offering money, $3,000 a month. I nearly laughed. You think I care about HOA cash? You forged my signature. That's a felony, Derek. He tries to claim it was just an old PDF I'd sent him for insurance. He copied it, pasted it. Figured I'd come around. It's just business, he says, as if that makes it better. You weren't using that road. I stared him down. So you did me a favor. Stealing my land's your way of helping. That's when it hit me. This wasn't just about dirt. It was about respect, about trust. Lawyer's calling you, I said. Better have a damn good answer for the judge. I left him standing there, jaw working, eyes darting, caught dead to rights. I called Jacob, my attorney. Didn't mince words. HOA's moving on my land with a forged signature. Jacob snapped into action. That's criminal, Clint. We'll hit him with a cease and desist, pull the filings, get the recorder's office involved. That night I laid out every scrap of paperwork I had. Deeds, surveys, old maps on my garage bench, like a general planning a counterattack. Next morning at dawn, I woke to the sound of diesel engines and the kind of rumble that says trouble. Threw on jeans, stomped outside and saw them 4 work trucks, 2 big yellow machines, cones, spray paint a porta potty. They were ready to pave right through my southern line. I barreled over. Who said you could dig up my land? Foreman doesn't blink. We've got orders from Hickory Hill HOA, signed papers, county stamp. Widening the easement connecting the new model homes. I took the clipboard. Sure enough, there's that damn fake agreement, county stamp and all. That was it. I stomped back to my safe, grabbed my 12 gauge and walked right back, not loaded, just for show. Everybody off my land. You've got 5 minutes before the sheriff gets here. They hesitated. 5 minutes later, the sheriff's cruiser rolled up. He saw the gun, kept his hands visible. Let's all calm down, he said. I put the shotgun in my truck. Now tell these guys to pack it up. The HOA suit arrived just in time, slick as oil, all smiles and legalese. The sheriff asked for proof of ownership. I pulled up my deed survey from 2019. Sheriff nodded. No one touches this land till a judge sorts it. Crew packed up trucks rolling, but my drainage berm was torn up, my camera cut clean from the silo. They tried to erase me with paperwork and bulldozers. That night, Ronnie, my neighbor, the drone guy, showed up with a flash drive. He'd caught HOA crews marking new lines, spray painting my garage clear as day, GPS tagged, time-stamped. I called Jacob, sent everything. Within hours, a formal cease and desist hit Hickory Hill. We filed suit forgery, trespass, defamation. Even flagged a certain zoning clerk, Benji Morales guy, who processed the forged agreement fast as lightning. Jacob flagged it as suspicious, got the document logs, called the local paper. War was on. Of course they didn't back down. Instead, I got vandalized. Cameras broken, generator stolen, fresh graffiti, community first, hillbilly last. If they thought I'd cave, they had no clue. I doubled my cameras, changed locks, poured fresh concrete for a real fence, painted my own sign, private property. Trespassers will be photographed, identified, and sued. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Then came the twist, an anonymous tip. A burner phone, a flash drive, a nervous guy in a Circle K parking lot with a manila envelope. Inside emails between the HOA board, Derek, and the developer. Wilson can lean on personal connection, use zoning pressure, offer light compensation. HOA maps already being updated. Smoking gun right there. We submitted everything. The DA got involved. The recorder's office launched an investigation. Derek, he broke first. Tried to reach out, wanted to explain. We met at the old college bar, same place we used to split nachos and bad ideas. They offered me 20 grand, 5% of the new commercial lot. I thought you'd resist, but if I pushed... He didn't finish. I just shook my head. You sold me out. Not your land to give Derek. That was that. Court was packed. Reporters, HOA members, half the neighborhood, all eyes on the crazy mechanic from the edge of town. Jacob laid it out, title maps, time-stamped video, forged signature, confirmed by a document expert. County clerk called, grilled, caught red-handed. The clincher, Jacob called Derek to the stand. Under oath, he confessed, no, Clint never gave permission. Yes, I took the money. Judge Mendoza didn't waste time. Willful fraud, forgery, coordinated abusive process. Verdict, $450,000 in damages. Order for criminal prosecution. Derek went down 3.5 years. County ordered to audit every zoning change tied to Hickory Hill. HOA president went ghost pale. When it was over, reporters shoved mics in my face. All I said was, don't trust a man who offers a contract before a beer. Jacob laughed, called it the only lawsuit he'd seen that ended with a new paint booth and a doghouse. A week later, I closed off the Southern Road for good. Concrete barriers, big red letters, private property, access denied. A few muffins showed up from one of the HOA's more hopeful members. I sent the basket back with a wrench inside, fix your board first. The developer pulled out home sales tanked word got around. Kids from the community college started showing up wanting to learn engines, not HOA politics. Luna got her new house, I got my piece, and Derek faded into the rear view. So yeah, that's how a forged signature almost cost me everything. But also how I took it back. You want to know what I learned? Sometimes standing up for what's yours is messy. It's lonely. It'll cost you friends and it'll make enemies you never asked for. But hell, I'd do it again. Let me ask you, how far would you go if someone tried to pave over your rights? Where do you draw the line between neighbor and opportunist? Drop your thoughts below. Tell me about your own battles. What does justice mean to you? And hey, if you ever find a sign on your land that wasn't there yesterday, check your six and never ever trust a handshake over a contract.